Yes, way. What up, Rotten? What up? Nope. What up, B? Silver B? No. No, Rotten. But, I'm loading up YouTube first. I load YouTube up first. But we may start... once I get some time, honestly, once I get some time, which might not be until this summer, unfortunately. Once I get some more time, might be this summer, I'm going to try and see about figuring out a way to do a real good transition. For some reason, Twitch is like 5 minutes behind starting while YouTube is like 15 seconds behind in general. Weird. No, so you guys are right here on YouTube, so I kind of just let you know. Yeah. I need to load up. So if I do the restream, right? The restream lets me stream on both platforms at the same time. Well, YouTube takes a little bit longer for it to go. So I've been loading up YouTube first. And come this summer, I think I might have to try and figure out how I'm going to transition. At least one day a week is going to be just YouTube only. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm looking at some stuff. Here. Let me get this open. Nope, that's not what I wanted. FOV, there we go. Let's get you open. No stream on Friday. No stream on Friday. No stream on Friday. I'll say it again. No stream. No stream on Friday. Reason being is because my daughter's birthday is this weekend, and I'm gonna need that day to kind of prepare. At least I need to get schoolwork done, honestly, so that way I can have that day with her on her birthday, essentially. So schoolwork. How you guys doing today? It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, I'm sure we'll have Dadcraft. Got it. No stream on Friday. Yes. So yeah, we should. That's why we'll load Twitch up here in just a second. I'm just trying to make sure everything's like organized. Oh look, Prowl is on Fortnite. All right. I know, Rotten, you had asked me to add Crying Obsidian to the loot boxes. It's still in the back of my head. I just haven't done it yet. I was messing around with Discord chat, and I have not looked at it very much, honestly. With the... I was trying to see how threads work. I don't know how threads work. I really don't. So I was trying to figure out how to make that work in the town hall. Oh, like there's two messages on there. If we remove borderless glass, the nether hub design won't work. And we already voted, didn't we? Yeah, there's been some complaints, and that's the only reason why I put that on there. And that's just reading Rotten's threaded comment. So that's pretty cool. It shows it as a thread. I actually think we'll start doing that. Right? So I appreciate you commenting on that in the Discord. So I don't know how threads work, okay? I mean, I know what a thread is. I just didn't know how it works in Discord. So anyways, how's everybody doing on Wednesday, like I said? One more day on the beach before I got to go home, says nope. Man, some vacation you got that you just playing games the entire time. I'm sure you don't have a beach where you live, do you? Do you have a beach? Do you live anywhere near a beach? When will be the next time that you ever see a beach? Are you enjoying yourself at least? Did you go surf in the water or something? Like, man, I would think that you would enjoy it a little bit more. And it's funny, I see you like logging in and playing on your phone. It's kind of funny. Don't forget to go leave a thumbs up on the YouTube side. Thanks too, please, y'all. Much appreciated. Karate chop that like button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, and karate chop that like button. Okay. I'm like watching myself. I don't like watching myself. Close that out. Go to the YouTube or the creator dashboard. There we go. That's the one with the thumb pointing down? Sure, why not? Whatever makes you feel better. Viewer interaction is all that I really need. Watch the ads. Give it at least 30 seconds, right? Watch the ads halfway through. Be much appreciated. Nope. Yeah. Thumbs down. Okay, got it. Says Rotten. Always rotten. Always rotten. Let's go ahead and jump in the server. I know you guys said there's been some issues with the server. I think I know. I'm gonna try something to maybe fix that or rectify that. I am curious how it might work with stream though. I really am. Oh, so that's the logs, right? Nope. I turned that on. This is the logs. I don't know what this means. Can you see that? Yeah, it looks like you can see that. It only shows up. Oh, does it? How do you get it to show the logs though? I don't get ads, premium, and subbed. Nope, says same here. Well, dude, that's awesome. Scrub is AFK. I don't know how to view the log errors. I think I enabled it, but didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. Is there like a... No, there's not like a, hey, this is where the logs are kind of a thing. I don't know. What up, Dream Fan? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by to come and hang out. I need to get... Okay. Okay. So no dessert is what I told her until she's done with her chores. And your mom can handle it if she decides to. Yes, I see that you were talking about that. I need to potentially... It keeps having a connection issue, it seems. And I think I know why. Thank you, Rotten.
11 months.
11 months. Much appreciated. Kamehameha. Hey-ah. Okay, so let me... I wanna create another spot over here. I'm thinking I should put some like more runway, like the gray dye around this, because the white kind of looks weird. At least right here it does. Should do like a gray outline, maybe. I don't know. I left all my shulkers here. I didn't even realize. I totally forgot. I meant to do something with it, honestly, but I was like, man, I ain't got time. I got schoolwork to do. That's what I remember doing last. Is me kind of telling myself that. Okay, so let me grab some iron. Do I have an E-chest on me? I do not. I have one in here. Alright, so we'll put an E-chest essentially in here somewhere. Not sure where exactly yet. We'll leave that one to be put in here. Let's grab some iron. I'm pretty sure I have a crafting table in one of these boxes. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me grab some rockets. I'm running out of rockets here. You threw a torch in there in the darker areas? Thanks, B. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Simple. I like this. And you got a lily pad to get to the lily pad. This is cool. I like this. Oh, I thought you were selling like frog lamps. Whose shop is this? I thought maybe the frog lights were being put here. Because like frogs sit on a lily pad, you know? That's what came to mind for me. The frog lights are what? Still over here? Yeah. I don't have any light blue. I should. Right? Cyan? Isn't that what that is? I got all the colors. These are all the colors. Is there another blue? I guess it's blue and light blue. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, it looks kind of light blue to me. You guys were on stream with me and everything. I probably got so much wool up there that it's overflowing. I could probably re-dye some wool if I needed to put it in there. Yeah, I thought I had like went through all the colors. What? Why is this in here? What? Really? Somebody killed my sheep? Somebody killed my sheep. Who killed my sheep? Really? Somebody killed my sheep. Lightning killed my sheep? No, that was cooked. That was cooked mutton in there. Somebody killed my sheep. That's not cool. There's only one in there. There's two in there. There's one in there. I don't know. They're pretty covered. I don't know. I don't think that lightning would have cooked them. Dang it. I'm trying to like jump and then fly. There you go. I don't know. Seems a little suspect. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because there's a pretty... There's like, what? 3 layers above their heads? Which one is it? This one? Oh, I don't remember which one it was. I don't remember which one it was. I got too many of them. Let's see. Let me jump into this one. I suggest that everyone gives their shops an actual name and show who the proprietor is. Invalid controller. Render Z5, Z4. Yeah, I don't know what all those errors mean. Nope. Nor do I know how to look them up. Okay, so my armor stands are still up here. And BA, okay. Bruh. Yeah, I don't know how to read any of this stuff. I don't understand the purpose of it. I want to turn that thing off. How do I turn that off? I found it somewhere. And it's like annoying because it keeps showing it now. Is it down here? No. Were you turning off? I'd like the error code stuff, the error stuff. Require. What is all this? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, you can see it right here. Oh. So these are all the errors. This is where I see it. Can't find animation entity count. Player. These are all player errors. You say Minecraft player error. Invalid render controller. Invalid render controller. Invalid render controller. That looks like it's something on the pack. Custom E01 AE query position called without entity specified. Okay, I don't know. I don't know all this stuff. I don't understand what any of this stuff. Enable. I don't know where it shows it though. That's the other thing. So I'm just gonna turn it off. Okay, let me. Oh, that's right. I wanted to check those texture packs too. Which one was which? Is it this one? I don't know. Let's find out. I figured it'd be quicker to just load it up on world that I have here, and I'll be able to tell. Right, nope. B, is it this one? It looks like that's the one. Sweet. And you guys are all like trying to say that it was the lightning. I'm like, let's go ahead and put the roof on this thing. Or a roof. All right, I need to jump down here where all my boxes are real quick. I have a bunch of stuff like that's been sorted in here. And I usually drop some junk in here. There was a bed down here too, but I think I moved it. Man, I'm surprised we don't have more people hanging out today. Hope everybody's week is going good. I got an essay that I got a project that's due on Monday, like a presentation project that I got to work with 2 other guys with. I've got an essay that was pushed back a week, but I still want to try and get it completed and finished. Ooh, that looks. Oh, this is what. Oh, I thought this was over by your base. This looks. I don't know about the like those things over there, but it looks cool. This looks nice, Rotten. I like it. And you even turned it into a beach like area. It's very flowerful. Oh, you even like Did you bone meal and the coral just showed up, or what? Because I was seeing like coral in this river over here too on stream last time I streamed here. It's a sleepy Wednesday as it seems. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I was like, where's everybody at? What's everybody up to? I've got essays due. I've got some projects to do. So I got an essay at the end of the week. This one's short. It's a short essay. I've got the I got the school project. And so an essay for my history class got pushed back by a week, but it's like I still need to get it done. I started on it yesterday, but I might just kind of push it back, like trying to get it done from this week to probably next week, just because of the daughter's birthday. Lots of stuff I've got going on at school. We've got another like student project too going on. They have this like donation campaign. I don't know if I told you guys before, but I am part of like this veterans club with the campus. They call it the Student Veterans. I can't remember what the A is. It's not association. Student Veterans of America. That's what it is. I thought it was association, and I kept saying that, but that's not what it is. It's called Student Veterans of America. It's actually a national thing for student veterans that, you know, kind of help with veterans. A veteran organization. Go figure that. Actually, you know, let me grab my gray stuff. That I've been putting that in. I've been putting all my concrete down here. My extra concrete. And then I just throwing my rotten flesh in here. There you go. There you go, cows. That's for you. And the moss carpet can go in this box. Just trying to clear up my inventory a little bit. So that way I can grab the blocks that I need for this build up here. Alright. Bone mealed it? Okay. I'm still busy with a ton of paperwork. Piles and upon piles of paperwork. Yeah, the wife and I just did taxes. We just did our taxes. We just, well, we didn't do them. I mean, we did. We paid somebody to do them. So I guess technically we did do our taxes, but we hit the easy button. Because, sometimes there's just so much. And the tax people, they make it so much easier. Oh, I'm stuck now. Oh, no, I'm not. They make life so much easier for us. It's like we go over there, the wife and I spend maybe 30 minutes, and it's done. I don't know how many times I've done my taxes online myself, and I've just been frustrated with it. So, yeah. Easy button. All right, what do I need up here? Because there was like a piece missing, it looked like. Oh, no, that was just in the creative. Okay, so this should be completed. What? I don't know. Let me just double check. I think there might have been a space that I missed. Yeah, right here. Here it is. Okay, this is the space that's missed. All right, let me see if I have scaffolding, because I know I'm going to need that. Or do I need to get some more? I think I need to get some more. There's some right here. There's some right here. Okay, so scaffolding, check. Dirt, dark oak, and red concrete. Let's grab that more dark oak stuff. I'm pretty sure lightning did not kill my sheepers, but you know what? I will accommodate and get it worked out. Okay, so what? Oh, that's dark oak. This is all supposed to be dark oak. Yeah, so I had to change. So not all the blocks were showing up on the structure pack. So I had to change the blocks for something that would show up. And so that's why there's like mud. I had to like basically put mud there instead. There's a hole right there. All right, wood block. That is gray wool. It looks like down there underneath. I know I don't need to put it underneath there, but sometimes it makes it a little bit easier. Gray wool. Light gray wool. We'll grab those. Make sure I get the sheepers covered up. How is it? Or is it a server? Yes. Sorry, I thought you said how. My bad. I don't know how to read very well. Ask everybody else in chat. They will tell you. I'm terrible at reading chats. I don't try to be. I try to do good. But yes, this is a Minecraft Bedrock Edition server. This is a server that I host for the community, for my Discord community, for the Discord community. Today seems to be a quiet day. Very quiet day, as B said. Well, thank you. I appreciate you stopping in on YouTube. We stream usually Monday. We usually stream Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. But sometimes not, because there's just I got school. School can be a lot. But all for good reason though. All for good reason. Let's do this, boom. And so right now I am trying to build a build that I've been trying to build for quite some time now. Like I said, just been busy with school, so I'm working on this now to try to stay consistent with a stream schedule. So not Saturday, Sunday. I'm sorry, B. Thank you for the correction. Yes. I feel like school is every day. I work Saturdays. Not this Saturday, though. I took the day off for the daughter. For her birthday. She wants to go get her nails done. And her eyebrows waxed. And I'm like, why? Why do you need all of that? Like, just, what do you need to get your eye? I was like, what do you need to get your eye? And she's like, Kaz, I need a like. I'm like, Kat, it's just a get together. Like, I don't know. It's just funny. It's just a get together at the house. No big deal. But, you know, teenagers. Sundays. Why would anyone want to wax their eyebrows? I have no idea. It sounds painful to me. Sounds like something not so fun. You should try it. Nope. Tell me how it goes. Let's do that. Let's break that. Place that. Boom. Got to get my sheeps covered up. Don't want them to get electrified again. Probably should like actually move towards them too. Let's do that. How am I gonna? We'll just start over here. Place that one there. That, and then boom. That's what the dirt's for. I did see your balloon too over there, Rotten. It looks cool. I think it looks really cool. I think that thing looks awesome. By the way, I don't know. It just came to mind. Oh, I just realized there's a big castle right there too. What? How did I not realize this by looking over in this direction? Like, I don't know. I was focused on the balloon and then, hey, I needed a crafting table. Thanks. That looks cool. Is it empty like everything else? Are you gonna do something in the yard? Like the courtyards? You should totally make sure you put something in the courtyards. Oh yeah. That's cool though. I kind of like the oars. I like the oars. It almost looks like you ripped the ground out and just used it as a wall. It's definitely empty on the inside. Rotten has a what? We have a what business? I don't understand anyone my age anymore. I don't understand anyone my age anymore. You have up. Interesting. I gotta see this from a distance because it looks okay. Okay, yeah, I like the colors. It definitely seems weird though, because just because of the like transition, it doesn't seem like a smooth transition. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Is it done? Is it not done? I don't know. It looks pretty done because it looks like you're working on this as well. This looks cool. Look, another crafting table. You just leave these things everywhere, don't you? Yeah, I see. Rotten has a business proposal. I didn't see what the follow up was on that. I am taking the other one though, just because I can. I need to go repair my elytra. It's breaking. Sorry, I had to distract myself a little bit with what you had going on over there. Now we've got monsters. You want to buy my land that I haven't used in 3 months? No! Mine! Sorry. Not sorry. I would have gotten the sheep. I wasn't worried about it right this bit. Whoops, I'm placing the wrong block. I would have gotten to it eventually. Rotten, thank you though. Because I'm just gonna breed them up over here. All right, let's place that there. I've got zombies. This is what it sounds like. Spawning. Where I don't want them to. I'll get all this stuff spawn proof at some point, just not right now. Not right now. The problem right now I have is I don't have as much time as you do, okay? To be able to build the things that I would like to build. So, yeah. You're just gonna have to be patient, sir. Nope! He did explode too, didn't he? Rude. Yep, he did. So rude. Okay, let me go sleep. Everybody gets on your case about not spawn proofing, but your area is worse. Well, that's so far away from everything. So unless you're up there, nothing really spawns. But now on the top, because I'm like got all those layers up there, yeah, now it's gonna start causing problems. And I need some rockets. There, happy? I've got some torches. There. Ah! Keep falling off. See, I put a bunch of torches in here. I mean, some of them are not actually here, but I do have some actually here, like this one. What up, Ajax? Welcome to the stream. I had a creeper accident. Where'd my creeper accident go? Oh, it's over here. Rude creeper. I'm usually pretty good about trying to like sleep too, but I don't have a bed over here. I haven't built on this thing in a hot minute. I think I need to do like with what Polly does and just do like a little bit at a time every day. and then I should be able to like really get, I guess, a lot done, I would presume. I have wool and wood. Yes, I do have wool. Not see all the wool around here? I have like sheep farms, wool farms. So make a bed. I know, right? I should. that makes too much sense. No, don't give me good. Don't make sense out of it, okay? That's too much. How am I going to get that from over there? That is dark oak. Yeah, the goal on this is to try to get this whole outside layer done. And then, like, try to find holes, I guess, and everything, because I know there's going to be. I had started, I think, working from the inside out, and then I realized that working on the outside end is going to be a lot easier for this. Partially because there's a lot of blocks, like underneath blocks that don't necessarily need to be placed. Right, so there's like gray, light gray wool on the other side of that. It's like, I don't think I necessarily need that there. No lightning. So Ajax, I've been told that lightning will kill your sheeps. I've never had that issue before. I'm curious, have you? Because you used to have like your wool farm, right? And yours was like out in the open. Because I got some like dead sheeps. I'm a little suspect. I think somebody might have taken a fire aspect. Something to my sheeps. No, but I had a roof over. Oh, you had a roof? Okay. I think somebody was offing my sheep. Maybe I gotta go look at the chat messages and see if... Well, it doesn't... Does it show sheep's dying? I mean... If maybe I mean, you can't really tame. Can you tame a sheep? You can name them. So if it's a named sheep, I'm pretty sure it'll show it on the game chat. Figure out who's been taking my sheep out. Poor sheep. They ain't causing nobody no harm. They're far away from everybody. We're 200 blocks away from anybody like being anywhere. Rude. People are rude. Poor sheep. You named yours all the same? Yeah, you have like an abundance. You've done all that fishing, so I figure you have an abundance of name tags, Humby. Is that supposed to be right there? Yeah. It sounds like a mob busted in. No, they're pretty like locked in. The sheeps are pretty locked in. I can't imagine that a mob would have gotten in and started with a fire aspect because the sheep had died. Somebody had killed the sheep, and what the sheep went in one of the chests for my sheeps. There was like cooked mutton in there. And chat had said something about it was the lightning. Rotten says lightning can kill anything with enough strikes. I still don't believe it. I think somebody's just been slowly trying to take my sheep out and see if I would notice. Maybe if I take out one sheep at a time, he won't notice. But that's what it was. Oh, it was that one. That one. What up, raccoon? Yummy. Sorry, I meant mob as in Al Capone. Is that what you meant? Like the Al Capone mob? I had to explain Scarface to Rotten the other day. He didn't know who Scarface was. I was like, "Are you serious? Seriously, Rotten?" That was not me. Yes, it was you. We were I was talking to you about it. We were flattening out that area over there by the town hall. I remember because I was offended. I remember 150% because I was super offended. we were I remember exactly where we were. We were fixing the dirt over in this area, right over here. And I remember I was coming over here because I was over here doing stuff, and I was asking you. I was filling in the dirt, and I was asking you about it, and you said you didn't know what I was talking about. And I was like, "Are you serious?" I said, and I had to run over here and tell you. I said, "Dude, I'm so offended," and I had to look you right in your face. I remember. Don't try to play me for a fool. I remember. I'm explaining the event in detail to you, sir. You might not remember, but I do. Let's see. Those are slabs. Right there. I'm going to need to get some slabs up here, too. Oh, it's getting dark. Let me go ahead and torch this thing up before Rotten, or not Rotten, Nope yells at me. "You need to light up your area." So that's what Nope it sounds like, in case you guys didn't know. You guys haven't talked to him in chat ever. That's what he sounds like. I promise. Make a bed. I mean, it would be easier than trying to light up this entire thing. But that also would mean that it has to make sense, okay? Okay. I'll take the crafting bench. The one that I borrowed. And don't plan to return. Yep. That doesn't exist anymore, Ajax. Did you not know that? Common sense is not something that's used anymore, okay? I'm gonna need some more gray. And let's grab... I don't think I need any more dark gray, but I'll grab some anyway since I'm down here. Dark gray. Why is that? Oh, it was just me. I was like, something looked weird to me. It was just me. Ah! I don't like being down here. You can get out of here. Get me out of here. That skeleton gets me. I don't know where that skeleton came from. That took a lot of health from me, though. Or either that or I was low on health. One of the two. It was probably that I was low on health. That's pretty common for my. I forget that I need to eat, and you know, I fall off of things all the time, like no care in the world. Let's see. Is that... Yeah, below that. Slab. Thank you. Thank you, raccoon. Trying to keep me alive. See, raccoon's cool. Raccoon's good peeps. He's trying to keep me alive. Appreciate it, raccoon. That's why we keep raccoon around. That and he takes out the garbage.
My glasses. I can't be seen without my glasses.
That was nope. Why nope? Where'd I put my phone? Oh, it's right here in front of me. What up, Duke? Dude? Oh, dude. I thought you said Duke. I was like, Duke's somewhere around here. What's going on, Jacqueline? Sup? How y'all doing? Doing pretty good. Sitting here on the Minecraft community server. About to take off my eyeballs. Can't really see much good. Set a timer for 5 minutes. So now I gotta be blind for 5 minutes. And look at my screen all squinty and weird. Oh, this is way harder to do like this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can see the blurry blocks. There's some are blurrier than others. Some are transparent versus others. But what's going on, Jacqueline? Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us on the stream here on the Minecraft Bedrock Edition. How are you doing on this wonderful Wednesday? And I do appreciate you hanging out on the YouTubes. We are multi-streaming between YouTube and Twitch. It's so hard to see you guys. It's like the struggle is real, okay? All right, let's see. It's just like watching me struggle. Is this fun for you? Nope. It probably is. All right. Boom. Ajax says the struggle is real. It is. Oh boy. Not a good idea, says Raccoon. I know, so I'm like taking my time too as well. I'm like, let's try to, is that? Yeah, there's wool right there, okay. See, punching it sometimes helps me tell where it's at. I still use some common sense, just not much of it. I don't want people to think that, I've got any or not, because then they'll expect a lot. Okay, so that dirt is sitting on top of a block. And I think all of that... Yeah, all of that's dark oak. And is that slabs and then dark oak underneath? Yeah, okay. So, let's do this. Place these blocks in. And how can I get these? Here, let's do this. We'll break that. Is that dark? Is that light gray underneath there? I can't tell. No, that's dark gray. We'll do that one right there. That right there. Boom. Now I've got my connecting blocks to continue building this thing. Can I, like, is there anything down there? No, there's nothing down there. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay. Oh, I just need to go from the wall over there. All right. Oh, man, it's so hard to see what I'm doing. I think we'll just switch sides for now. Something I can actually see what I'm doing-ish. Better. See better. Where is these? Is that dark oak or wool? I can't tell. That's wool. Okay. I had to get real close, you guys. This seems to make building slower. I don't think so. To each their own. I think it helps. It helps me out. I don't think I know it helps me out. Okay. I just can't see right now, so that's part of the reason why. So blame Nope. It's all Nope's fault. Yeah, I don't think it helps. I think it actually, I know it helps. It does. It really does help me get things done a little bit easier and quicker. Because then now I'm not like going back and forth referencing like another something else and then coming back over here and trying to figure out, was that block right there? No, it was right here. No, and then this. Like I can place the blocks where I know I need to place them. There you go. Yeah, I can see now. Whoa. Sorry, they were sitting on my face wrong. Even with the glasses. Well, just take it as I'm a slow builder then. Okay? Okay. There you go. I'm just slow. And now I don't have any more dark oak. I don't know. Nope, you use the structure too, right? Right? I don't think it makes me build slower. I think I can build a lot faster with this. Like a big structure, I believe I can get it done a lot quicker. What up, Juliana? Welcome. How's it going? How you been? Welcome to the stream. Don't forget, we are on the YouTube. Make a thumbs up over there, please, if you are hanging out on the YouTube side of things. As I said earlier, don't forget to karate chop that like button. Rotten says, I just think you build slow. I probably do. Doing good. How are you? No, I'm doing pretty good. Staying busy with school, I will say. Definitely been staying busy with school. That's a true statement. I was telling stream earlier, I've got like 2 essays that are due. I got a group project that is due. And I've got a test actually on Friday. I almost forgot about that one. I got a Spanish test on Friday. I did horrible for the writing assignment. We had a writing assignment, like it's not really a test, but it's kind of like a test. So basically what our professor does, it says, okay, I want you to write like a sentence or 3 sentences or 4 sentences. In this last case, it was 10. I want you to write 10 sentences that say that use these types of verbs and these types of words, right? And I didn't like, I don't know. It's so when he has us do it, right? He has us do this like writing, Spanish writing, and we have to do it in class. He says you can use your book, you can use your notes, but you can't use the computer because he doesn't want you to use like Google Translate type of thing. So you have to do this writing like in class. And me, I just get like, I don't know, I just get stressed out with times, with these like Like, I feel like, I don't know, the best way that I can explain it is you're sitting in the classroom, right? And it's like when you get that kind of whole test like aura. So the professor says it's not a test, but it feels like a test, okay? And like everybody in the classroom is sitting there like it's a test, right? So so it kind of has that vibe, right? So everybody in the classroom has this tension, right? The person next to me, right? Yes, feeling rushed. Yes, feeling rushed. Thank you. Yes. So that feeling of feeling rushed too, like it gets to me sometimes, right? So I'm just like, because there's not enough time. And even though it's not a test, I feel like I don't have enough time. The professor said, from what I was told, is from some of the other students, is like, you could have gotten more time. Like the professor was giving everybody extra time to finish the writing, and I was like, yeah, but I was so over it. I was just over it. I just didn't want to deal with it no more. I was over it. So yeah, I kind of get a certain way, I suppose. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't. Is that cool? So anyways, so I got another test coming up, and I usually take my tests away from the classroom. Yeah, lots of things that I have going on with school. I'm trying to get Rotten to see if he would write my. I don't like history. My history essay, I started it. They got it pushed back a week, and I wanted to start on it sooner than later. I was telling you guys earlier about my history essay, but I've wanted to start on it sooner than later because I do not like history, and I'm like, how the heck am I going to write 1,000 words about something that I don't like? And it's not okay. That's probably the wrong like explanation, right? It's not that I don't like history. History, I think, is great. I think it's a great thing to have. I think it's a very important course subject to have in schools. What I don't like is that it's boring. And on top of things, when I was being in school, grade school, right, K through 12, I never did well, no matter how hard I tried. History always just kicked my tuchus. And it's like I have this like just complete dislike for history now. I'm trying to like not have this dislike with college because it's changed. Things have changed over the 2 decades. I hate to think how old I am sometimes. A lot of the times. So, but the way they teach history has changed over the last 2 decades. And yeah, I just can't seem to get past that dislike for history. So I like started working on my essay. I wrote like the first 2 paragraphs, and it took me forever to do it because I was just like, okay, how can I make this like 1,000 words? It's very complicated, very difficult. Let's see. Feeling rushed? It's the anxiety being put on the spot and your mind goes blank. It's not that my mind goes blank. See, that wasn't the problem, right? It's not like I was drawing a blank. But what it was, or part of what it was, is when the professor says, okay, I want you to write like some sentences that use this, that use that, right? You got to use like these different verb conjugations. No. It was funny because you know what? As soon as I heard it, I looked straight at you because I saw chat move at the same time. Juliana, you gave it away. Thank you. Plus, it's daytime. Bad rotten. As soon as I heard it, like I had that quick look. I don't know if anybody noticed. I looked really quick because I knew. Anyways, so yeah, like I was saying, so it was like conjugate the verbs this way. You have to use, you have to make 10 sentences, and it was like 3 requirements that you had to, like, and how you had to put these sentences together. So my mind starts going, okay, this, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it's hard to lock my brain down onto one particular idea. Right. And then on top of that, right, like the person that was sitting next to me, the person, I don't have any paper here, right? But she's got her Spanish book and you can hear like flip, 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 flip. You just hear the paper, right? You just hear her flipping through the pages in her book like constantly. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like you're stressing me out. Like on top of everything else that I'm like not drawing a blank, but can't pinpoint the exact idea of what I wanted to write. You're flipping like crazy. It's like, man, I just, like I said, once the class was over, right? So I guess it was like 12 people who actually moved to another class to finish doing their writing, their sentence writing. Okay. And like, I was like, you know what? Class is over. I'm done. I'm out. I can't do this no more. And I just left. I was like, I can't. I just turned in what I had. I only had half the assignment done. And I just turned in what I had and I just walked away because I was like, I can't do this. This is just too much for me. It's not that I couldn't do it. It was just that, like, that time restraint just made me well, this is where I'm at. So that time restraint kind of got the better of me when it was in that particular aspect. Sorry. Let's see. It's so stressful. You'll write it for me, my essays? No. If start doing genealogy, history becomes very interesting. What event or time period is your paper on? It's on the before the 1760s, for the colonial era. The British, Spanish, French colonial colonization. The idea is to write about what is what is it? It's like I have to write the perspective, or not a perspective. So in those times, right? The way that the British viewed different things, religion being one of them, democracy another one, or politics, should I say? Not necessarily democracy, because I don't think they really have a democracy. But the way they viewed politics, the way they viewed religion, the way they viewed sex and gender, and the way they viewed something else, and I can't remember. Oh, the way they did trade, right? So like violence and trade, those are the two other ideas. I have to write about how the colonies, or how, the people essentially viewed these different ideas. But we're only allowed to pick one of those things. So it has to be religion, politics, what was it? Religion, politics, violence, gender, and sexuality. What's the other ones? Whatever, you guys heard me say it already. But I have to write on one of those, and I have to write 1,000 words saying or explaining why it was important to recognize during those times, why it's kind of important to recognize those differences that they had in that era, because it does play, right, and it plays a big part into how the United States became the United States. If you're dealing with dates, yes, history is boring, but if you can get into the mindset of the event and the story that unfolds, it can become awesome. I find it look, I find the information interesting and the struggle like that until I took up some reenactment and learned to appreciate the event more. Ajax just typed an essay in chat. Sorry, I sometimes can't say a word in small sentences. What you said was fine. I love history. I love science. It's that last of the Mohicans era? Is that the last of the monarchy, I guess? So the French and Indian War, yeah, that's part of it. Yep. Which then led to the Spanish and Indian War. Yep. Followed by the British American. Yep. That's exactly where we. Yep. Declaration of remaining Indians. Religion in that time frame was the biggest subject of the people in that time. Cuban is so sheltered. What do you mean I'm sheltered? I'm not sheltered. What? Not even. No, so I mean, I appreciate it. I do appreciate history. Like, don't get me wrong. I really do appreciate history and like the information. And I do find it interesting, right? I will say there is one thing though that I kind of will say about history is that history is not an exact science, right? So my professor actually was the one who kind of said this, because you can't replicate anything from history. Like, you just can only take the information from what was written and make assumptions about it. He goes, and this is why history is constantly changing. Right? And that's what he says. He goes, there's constantly changes in the ideologies of history. Because you can only assume what somebody else was thinking. Because you don't know what that person was thinking when they wrote this document. Right? But yeah, religion was with the Spanish, with the French, with even the British colonies. Yeah, religion was definitely an important aspect. I chose the way they viewed gender because I found that very interesting. Partially because it's like not as it is today, but a lot of I guess what people would say issues that people feel exist in today's day, right? A lot of issues that people believe that still exist in today's era, right? It seems to match up with what we're learning in history. So I kind of find it interesting, right? Maybe relatable, which is why I've chose it, because I know something that I can relate to pretty easily. I can write for days. If I can't relate to it, if I can't understand it, then there's like I get a writer's block essentially, because I'm like, I just don't care to write about it. Even now on the news lies to us. Even now the news lies to us. Yes, of course. Especially since everything is on social media. But they were far better writers back then. How we write today. Debate, I don't know, man. Some of it's hard to understand. Some of it's really difficult to understand. So my professor, so this is what my professor does in history class, which I think is actually kind of awesome that he does it this way. Definitely, I would say makes it difficult when it comes to trying to research things and have a better idea what might be talked about from like these letters. But my professor will say, okay, we're not using a book. There's no book. There's no history book. But instead, what we use to learn and what I'm using to teach you is letters from these times that were written by, and I'll just use by like Christopher Columbus. I'll just use that one for an example, right? And so I guess we're studying in a sense what was written by people in those times, and then we kind of like analyze it and make, not make judgments, but kind of just get the information to I don't know, make the point of what what was done in history, I suppose. Looks like wool. Does that look like wool? Or is that mud? Oh, that looks like wool. Yep, that's wool. Yes, Rotten, I am a slow builder. Get over it. Wool. Right there and right there. Let's see. But were they better writer back then than how we are today? Well, one must remember history is written by the victor. Yes. And the Indians not all be wiped out of existence. What would history say from their point of view? Yes, Juliana, actually that is what I put in my essay thus far. I wrote 2 paragraphs. And what one of the sentences that I basically had wrote is it would be interesting to see how things were viewed from their perspective versus what we do have, essentially. Right? In the Native Americans didn't have a lot of like documented things. They didn't keep documentations of things. Not like, I guess you would say, the English or the British did, as it seems. Not that there isn't information out there. There is information there. We do have information, but there's not as much as there is from... Is that? Whoops. Right perspective. Okay, where's my dark oak? But I agree. I think it would be really interesting to see what their point of view is. Now, there are some letters actually from some of the Indian chiefs that were written to like the British and stuff when they were like. And the way I put it in my essay is when the British was invading their land. I literally was writing it that way. That's the way I see it. I believe that's exactly how it happened. But, you know, I mean, everything was conquered in those times. Yeah, like it is what it is, right? Like you can view it badly, you can view it in a good way. Either way doesn't really matter because that's just how things were then. Just like in the British colonies, women didn't have a lot of like freedoms, if you will. And it's just because of how it was viewed. I mean, we've as people, we've definitely come very far from that. But I don't know, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. Trying to focus on this too at the same time. What did I come back to? Says nope. Oh, we were just talking about history. Paper or parchment was not a commodity or even an item that was used in their communities. No, because what? I mean, I would presume it wasn't necessarily something that they thought they needed, I suppose. I don't know. What is it? And this was not like talked about in class or anything, but wasn't it like the Indians like kind of believe in what the earth gives you is what you, I guess, kind of need, right? You don't need to make all these other things, right? They don't believe in necessarily taking from the earth more than what's necessary. Whoops. To live, right? Something like that. So why would they find paper to be a necessity? It is one thing that I did. What I think is interesting again about what my topic of writing is the way women, the women identity had like not been as it was for like in the British colonies. That when the colonizers is what I guess my professor kind of calls it, were coming into this country, it wasn't just like men working, it was men and women working. Whereas in Britain, it wasn't that wasn't necessarily the case. Sorry, kind of going crazy. Here's my ignorance. I'm ignorant, so don't worry. Don't hear me. Again, history's not my favorite subject. So if I'm wrong, by all means, I probably am. I'm not even going to deny it. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Oral histories were big in many cultures and times. Here's my ignorance. Did the indigenous have written languages, or was that gained after colonization? I have no idea. They didn't talk about. We haven't talked about that in class. I believe though what he and I think he's only talked about it once in class, where I believe what he had said is that with the Native Americans that everything was mostly like stories, like you were saying. It was mostly like a verbal story that was told and passed down. And interestingly enough, he was saying that what historians have actually found out is that the indigenous people were actually a lot more organized than what was perceived. Because in the history, in some of the like written letters, right, the British would always explain things as they were savages. They were savage. They're savages. They're savage. It wasn't just the British though. The French too. The French did it too. It was actually kind of funny. My professor was talking about like the different ideologies of like Britain, Spain, and the French. And he's like, so the French did this and that, so they were kind of nicer about the way they went about things. He goes, but don't misconstrue that because the French are not nice. No offense to anybody that might be French. He was just saying that the French are not nice people. Like when you look at some of the letters, right? Like how they were not very kind when they expressed the Native Americans. Yeah, so yeah, he's like, yeah, but don't he's like by all means, don't misconstrue me saying that what they did was that they were nice, but they were just nicer when they went about certain colonizing I guess attributes or things, colonizing things. So essentially the French, right? And that's why it's the French-Indian War, because the French and the Indians worked together. And the reason why is because the French were nicer. They're not nice, but nicer to the Indians than the British were. The French thought Brits were savages. I mean, yeah, I don't think we've seen any I don't think he showed us any letters that said that, but I wouldn't doubt that statement, Juliana. Let's see, never seen you, but there were evidence of cave writing pictures, but I wonder if anything was somehow put on leather or carved. Says B. I have no idea. I'm not a history buff. If you're asking me, you're probably asking the wrong person. Juliana seems to know pretty much a pretty good amount about it. Those two nations had a distinct dislike for one another. Don't the Brits still dislike the French? I'm pretty sure that's still a thing. Where's Mike? Mike! how are things in Europe? He usually knows that. Juliana, I can't remember where you're from. I don't know if you're from across the waters, across the pond. But yeah, I don't know who can answer that question, but I think that's true. I think that's true, B. Just open-ended question. Yeah, no, fair enough. Okay. It seems I've heard Mike call the French some term I can't remember. Nope, born and bred American, 100%. America. Heck yeah. Yeah, let's see. Hold on. There's a is everything still there in the Nether, Rotten? So this is Rotten. He did the flag. There's another flag. I don't know if he has any more. I don't remember why he started doing that. Other than just to kind of, he's, you know what? He's proud of his country, and there's nothing wrong with that. If somebody did that and they put a British flag on here, I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. I would just be like, really? But hey, be proud. Be proud. There's nothing wrong with that. Although I will say, I think Rotten has said this is an American server. And I'm like, well, I mean, it is in America, but we are open to all peoples. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. I just want people to have fun. There's nothing down there. Nope, said somebody American flagged your temple. It wasn't me. I bet it was Nope, or I bet it was Rotten though. Let's see. Rotten said the French side. Come on, Nope, don't be rude. USA. Nope. But they have good desserts. Crepes? Crepes? Yes. Right, so like think about it though, like talking about the food, right? So bringing back kind of like the French Indian War, the way the lands here were kind of changed essentially by these different colonizers, right? So the United States wasn't colonized by just Britain. You know what I mean? And a big example would be like, look at Louisiana. Louisiana is a huge French state, you know, and so there's a lot of like French influences across the United States. There's Spanish influences as well in different places of the United States. So British wasn't the only place that came here to try to take over the lands or invade the lands. But it was the British colonizers, and this is what we're learning about right now, essentially, is how the British colonizers that had came to these lands had essentially started taking over everything. The Spaniards were big explorers. We haven't talked much about the Spanish. We talked, like I said, more about so far the... It's mostly about the British, honestly. That's mostly what we've talked about. Now, we have talked a little bit about the Spanish and also the French. And that's, I guess, maybe primarily because of the wars that were had. But yeah, what we're learning right now is about the... I have to write this essay. It's basically... This essay is supposed to be a reflection of what we've learned over in the last 6 weeks. And so now we're kind of moving... Like, in class, we're moving past it. Because it's supposed to be before 1763, I think is what the time date was that he said. Or like how things were viewed in 1763. Before 1763, I think is what the phrase was on the essay rubric. One thing he did show us in class, I thought it was really interesting, is the most of the slavery from Africa was actually going to the Caribbean islands. So like where Cuba is, Haiti. Is it Haiti? The Bahamas. And the reason for that was because that was the best place to grow a lot of the sugar plantations, because sugar was a big thing for like making money, essentially. And that out of all the things that were happening where there was like a bunch of slavery coming out of Africa, it was actually being... Most of it was actually being going to the islands. Sorry, the isles. I was like, oh, interesting. Which actually makes a lot of sense because for at least my heritage, my grandma, my dad and stuff like that. So one of my cousins, born from my aunt, my dad's sister, full Cuban, but when they did a like DNA test to see like where our heritage, like where our bloodline goes, I want to say we were like a really good percentage of African American. Like African. I want to say, I don't think it was 50%. I want to say it was like 25%. I could be wrong. I'd have to send my cousin a message. But apparently, I'm African. Not, well, I wouldn't say African American, but yeah. It's kind of interesting. It's really interesting. And Cubans actually come in like many different shades. There's really dark Cubans and there's really light-skinned Cubans. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense though, right? Such a small island. If all that was going on with the trades and stuff in these times, in these colonial era times, I guess, colonizing times, kind of makes sense. Sugar, the colonial drug of choice. Yeah, I mean, actually, with tea and stuff, yeah. So basically, if you had sugar, he showed this picture, or he showed this like painting. It was a little girl, from like the colonial area, where it was, if you were able to afford a painting, that first meant that you had a lot of money. If you were able to afford, none, if you were spending money on a painting for your child, right? And then in this painting, she's like holding like certain things that show that you have money. So it was kind of like a flaunt, if you will, is the way my professor was kind of making a statement of, is that like to have this type of thing means that you had money in these times, or in those times. And he said that sugar was a big thing. Yeah, so I'm agreeing that yes, sugar was definitely a big thing back then. In those times. Savage, you were asking how I get this texture pack on PC. If you don't have PC, then you can't do it. If you don't have mobile, can do it too. Mad Hatter, I believe, has a program on Discord that you upload the structure file that you would like to have this like kind of add-on made, and it makes the add-on for you. On PC side of things, I make my own because I like to add more than just one thing. So if you're on mobile, you could do it. If you're on PC, you can do it. If you're on anything else, sorry. Sorry. It's just, yeah. Complain to Mojang. Tell them that you want to have, actually, it's not even a Mojang issue. It's actually an Xbox issue. Xbox doesn't like you to have nice things, which then go complain to Microsoft is probably the better answer. Because Microsoft wants you to spend money for an add-on, not make your own. Let's see. Hold on. Puerto Rico. The islands of Hispaniola. Yeah. Man, Juliana, you must be a history buff. You seem to know a lot of this stuff. Many people do and don't realize it. Like the Dutch, Irish, and Black were both slaves together. So, Ajax. Just ... Okay. The entire island, Hispaniola, is both one half Haiti and the other half Dominican Republic. Yeah. This history stuff makes me drowsy, says Rotten. Yeah, I was saying that, but I wasn't sure if he was asking about Haiti or whatever, says Savage. Puerto Rico is the same way like Cuba. Let's talk about how cool Rotten is. And this history stuff is boring. It's so rude, Rotten. LOL, good idea. Sorry, Rotten, we can talk about fairies and dragons. You said who? Consoles ruin the game for everyone, and tablets, etc. Says Rotten. Yeah, yeah. You can do a mod to Xbox and do this type of stuff, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you're right. I don't know how well those mods work and stick, because like if the Xbox has updates, it's supposed to like knock those mods out. Yes, I left history in school, plus I have to help the kiddos with their homework. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, look at my Elytra. It's about to break. This isn't good. I need to go repair this thing before I end up dying. I'm glad I saw that. I know I can jump somewhere where there might be water. Over this way, maybe? Uh-oh. Okay. I need to repair this thing. I didn't realize how bad it was hurting. I knew it was hurting, but I didn't realize how bad it was. I gotta go see Polly's. Gotta go to Polly's. Or not Polly's. Yeah, Polly's. Sorry, Ajax. Oh man, I could get there with a boat fast enough. What do you mean? Get where? To school? You're gonna get to school? With the boat? Yo, Polly, or Ajax, I feel like you you and Polly are really close to each other. This is so crazy. I didn't know he did that. Oh, okay, I see what he did. He just put a giant thing around it. That's cool. That just totally caught me off guard, though, coming through here and just seeing that, like... yeah, it was a little interesting. Oh, he's got the whole thing built. Oh, nice. He went in the water with it and everything. How do I... Is it still the same? Yeah, it's still the same. You know, I probably could have just traded with my villagers. I just realized. Because this is a lot of work. To, like, break everything and then replace it. And then he's got haste. Broke the wrong thing. See, can I make it? Yeah. Does that work? Can I reach the button? Nope. Oh, that worked. Is it on? I didn't see if there was water in the top or not. Oh, and this is going slow. There's probably no water up there, is there? Click the button up top. Oh, up here. Oh, thanks, Savage. I just need one of them. Like, I just want a little bit of XP, I guess. I clicked the button. There it goes. Of course, they're all at the ones by the one that I'm not trying to go for. Is that one not working? Did I break something? That one doesn't seem like it's going. I put this on the wrong side, didn't I? Yep, I did. That's why it's not working. There it goes. Just out of render distance. Hold on. Oh, yeah, because you guys were really close last season, right, Ajax? And now you are this season too? Okay, yeah, this is gonna go slow. Let me just go back. I'm gonna go trade with my villagers. That's why I had my villagers. Oh, let me turn this thing off since I left it on. I don't want Polly coming back. He won't get mad at me. Oh, there's a creature here. He'd despawn anyways once I left. get out of here. Yeah, so here's Polly. And there's Ajax. Yeah, just out. Like, you can see them both, though, from one spot. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you were... Oh, no, yeah, that's right. That's right. You were Mike's neighbor. Who was over there by Polly, then? Oh, that was... Oh, who was it? It was somebody that I hadn't played either in a hot minute. It was Manda, and then like between Mike and Polly, I can't remember who was sitting right there. For some reason, I don't know why I thought you. Savage was? Oh, Savage is like me. No, I thought you... Who was building the glass house? Kevin was there. It wasn't Kevin. Savage, I thought Savage you did. I thought you were doing the glass house in front of B that B wanted to put a Trump wall up. Oh, Roy was next to you. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Roy doesn't get on at all really anymore, does he? I don't even think he's been on the server, has he? No? Okay. My pockets are full. There we go. See, I could have done this here. I didn't have to. I just wasted a bunch of time going all the way over there. Okay, so some of you out there probably didn't hear. Some of you didn't know. I know some of you came back late. I'm not streaming on Friday. No stream on Friday. Daughter's birthday. Just so you guys know, in case you didn't see it. Again, I will say no stream on Friday. No stream on Friday. Okay, just want to make sure you guys got that. Make sure everybody hears and knows. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate you guys listening. No, so Friday, I'm probably going to be doing schoolwork for the most part. Daughter's birthday is not on Friday, but she's got some things, and the wife's going to be working, so I need to be home to attend to her birthday party thing for its entirety. Unfortunately. Miss, I need to get my eyebrows waxed. For no apparent reason other than to have them waxed. There's my bed that I usually use. I can't eat. I can eat. I was just on the wrong thing. This is coming along, okay, right? See, look, I make progress doing this, okay? Using this pack. Like I said, I just might have to do like what Ajax is doing with that and just do like one layer at a time. Take an hour to do a layer and like that's it. Come back the next time I can. An hour a day or something. Ah, I didn't want to use that piece. I want to use this. And I can do this. Put that there. If I lose dirt, it don't matter. It's just dirt. I mean, I got enough wool too. I guess that doesn't really matter too much. Oh, can't get down there. There we go. All right. What's going on, Jacqueline? Welcome back. Appreciate you coming back. I thought you left. What's going on? How to get my hubby in? LOL. He lost his key. Is that mean to laugh about that? That's not mean. Is that mean, B? That's not mean, is it? Sorry, Mr. B. It take me 4 hours a layer on that huge thing. Think that's a whole for one layer. It's rough. I take some time from the project for my sanity and that, and sometimes more resource gathering. I laugh a lot. This kind of thing is normal around here. I just didn't want to be mean. Even though I just didn't want to be mean, okay, B? It was just, after reading that, I just laughed, okay? I mean, we've all done it, right? I've locked myself out, and I've had to ask for help getting back in. But it's just, I don't know. It just made me chuckle, B. B's got the jokes today, I guess. Oh, I thought there was a block there. I would say maybe that might make things take a little bit longer, Rotten, but other than that, I don't really think that this makes me take longer. Falling off of it, yeah, but you're gonna fall off of it, I think, probably either way. At least I know I would. But yeah, this like backside of the balloon is a lot harder. This is also why I use the dirt. Kind of helps out with everything. Who's on here? Is it just me? And Jackster, like, and I was getting all that lag over there by the Guardian farm? That's weird. Is that the lag you guys have been talking about? So I did a speed test on the server computer, and I don't know if this like matters though, but I did a speed test on the server and it's got really good upload speed. Like it's at like 35 like it should be, essentially. But the download speed was like showing the download speed was only showing like 100 and I think it said 150 is what it was. But on my main PC, on the computer that I'm on right now, the one that I'm playing Minecraft on, it was saying that it was getting like 700 megs per second down. 700 and like something. Almost 8. So I don't know if that's part of the problem. I don't know what the specifications are on this computer on the network. Like adapters that are on it, right? So every computer has a certain network speed that it can handle. So I don't know if it's just because it's the limitations by the computer or if it's the limitations by the way I have my network set up. So I'm thinking about trying to change that to see if that helps. With at least some of the connections, but it's just interesting to see that the upload speed isn't having an issue, just the download speed is. So I might have to try and work on it. I think that's all. Rough. I laughed a lot. Goes for a walk and has to ring the doorbell. LOL. Well, I'm off to bed. Later, Savage. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out for stream. Let's see, can I place that down there? Yeah. I think that's where that's supposed to go anyways. I didn't actually check. Yeah, the weather's getting a little bit better around here, so I mean, last few streams I've had a lot of motorcycles riding by, so but I might have to try and figure out when I might want to get mine out and about too as well, my motorcycle. The wife and I do like to go for rides. You know, Rotten, I don't care what you say. I like take my sweet time building. At least this way, it's done right the first time. I'll have to go back and fix anything later. Which I think makes my case for it still saves time. Slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Savage, good night. Thought you were trying to sell that thing. My motorcycle? I was at one point. The consensus was between the wife and I is that people weren't, like, I wasn't going to get a lot for it, essentially, right? So if I sold it, I'd probably be able to sell it for like $3,000. But at that point, it's like, is it even really worth selling it? It's worth keeping it more than it is to just like sell it. Because, yeah, it just you know, to kind of replace it. And this is the way she put it, the wife. In order to replace it, it's going to take a lot more than just what you gain from it in the first place. And I'm like, true. So we decided to keep it. I mean, the insurance on that thing is like next to nothing. I think the insurance on it is like $17 a month. I don't ride it very much. Not as much as I used to. But the wife and I do like to go out for rides. How does it affect your back? Not bad anymore. Not bad anymore. Like I have gotten like stiff. But I will say that I prefer to have my wife on the back because it gives me something to rest on. she gives me something to rest on, okay? So it's helpful, okay? So again, I like riding the bike with the wife versus without her. Well, it's like the song, right? Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. No karaoke night. Sorry, guys. I'll stop singing. I don't mean to make anybody's ears bleed. Whoop. Almost walked off. So yeah, it works out pretty good. Having the bike still. It is like, it's just nice. You know, just hop on the bike when the weather's right, you know what I mean? Hop on the bike and go for the ride. And the youngest loves riding the motorcycle. She does. It'll be it had been snowing outside and she goes, "Can we go for a bike ride?" And I'm like, "Are you crazy?" It's cold outside. And she'll sing the song from Frozen, "The cold doesn't bother me anyways." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, child. You just It's funny, the last couple of days, the youngest, she's been coming into our room in the morning, mine and the wife's room, and she's been cuddling up to me to put her freaking cold feet on me. She just, "Are my feet cold? Are my feet cold?" Like, you're so rude. So rude. That's what she's been doing last few mornings. This child. Gotta love him though sometimes, I suppose. So it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. And that there. I gotta love kids. Yes, definitely gotta love kids. Are my feet cold? Yeah, we were doing our taxes and it was just so funny. We were talking with the tax lady. She's the tax lady. You know, we only see the tax lady like, you know, once a year. Kind of makes sense, right? I should only have to see her once a year, right? I mean, I guess if I had a business, maybe I would see her more than once a year, but still. Anyways, we were just talking about kids, and we were definitely like kind of relating to some of the craziness that the kids were doing, that being one of them. And just talking about, it's like, man, sometimes, you know, you love them, and then sometimes you're like, what the heck is wrong with you? Gotta love kids though, right? That's cool. Juliana stopped by. Glad she's doing pretty good. She's got her kids. Yeah, no, that was cool. I was like, what? History buff over here. My oldest doesn't really talk about her schoolwork. Me and the wife always try to get the oldest to, like, we always ask her, like, do you need help with your schoolwork? Like, you know, we're here to help you, right? No, I'm okay. All right. You don't understand something. Partially because her grades had been slipping a little bit, and we got on her case about it. And it's like, hey, we're here to help. And then she was my oldest, right? And Rotten, you'd probably agree with this one. Essentially, is and you're kind of where I get it from, where I get the idea from, where this idea from, is that my oldest, she'll sit there and say, "Oh, well, you're going to college, so you're way smarter than I am, and this and that and another." And I have to sit there and tell my daughter, I said, you want me to show you what we're learning in class right now? Let me show you what we're learning in class right now. And I showed her my notes from my classes, and it's the same exact notes that she's writing in her classes for 9th grade. And she's like, that's kind of sad. And I was like, no, but the point is that you're just as smart. So don't tell me that you can't do it. So Rotten always says, like, college is pointless, essentially, in his opinion. He's given more than that as an opinion. I'm sure you might be even aware of that beef. You've talked to Rotten in the past. But yeah, he's like, college is pointless because essentially anybody could graduate college. It's just a money grab. It's just a money grab, a money scheme. It always has been. That's never changed. No, he's got a beacon up there. Look at that. Ajax has got a beacon on top of his stuff. That's kind of cool. It's getting closed off. I think my sheep are covered, though, now. I think my sheep are covered from any lightning. Oh, my goodness. No wonder why things are always messed up, Ajax. Always wondered why they put the bolts on backwards. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be offensive. I'm just saying from the mechanic's point of view, okay? Whose dumb design is this? That's always usually the that's a nicer way of putting what the mechanic's words are. Whenever we get something like that, fair is fair. Yeah, every time I meet somebody on campus that's like going for an engineering degree, I'm like, yeah, I always give them credit. Yeah, typical engineer. Don't know really what to do with himself. Yeah, this and that, I'm going for engineering. And I'm like, oh, here we go again. And I explained, I was like, I was master technician before I was going to school and before I got hurt. It's interesting, though, how people will actually relate to the issues that I've talked about, where it's like, I just can't keep up as much anymore because of my back, like when it comes to being a mechanic. Because being a mechanic, like, you have to keep up with what they're basically throwing at you. And with my back, I can't keep that same speed anymore on getting things done like that. Don't get me wrong, I can still get things done, but just not necessarily at the speed that, like, the mechanic shops would want it to be. Oh, I lost my wool. And of course, on the technician side of things, we always go, dang engineers. It makes me kind of curious what kind of vehicle you have. Bet you don't own a PT Cruiser. Very bad design. Definitely not the best design. Hey, wifey, how was work? Welcome to the stream. We're talking we're talking about engineers and how engineers don't know what they're doing. We were also talking about history too a little while ago. But I think Rotten fell asleep. I think so, quite literally too, because he hasn't said anything when I referenced him earlier. He's like, history's boring. Can we talk about something else? Left-handed bolts, yes. You already made fun of me on my vehicle, so... Do you have a Ford? Yes, we are definitely not a Ford family, so if you have a Ford, I'm sorry. But not really. I'm just sorry that you bought one. I think B has a Ford, too. No, she's got a Toyota. I'm sorry. A 1964 Ford Custom and a 1970 Maverick. Ford is a cuss word in our house. SAB. B makes the point. Points for B Silver B. Yeah, I told the wife, I was like, I bet one of our kids is gonna get a Ford just to spite me. I just don't like Fords. Yellow, black vinyl roof, dual racing mirrors, and mag wheels. Hot stuff. Mag wheels are still... Well, now, Ford, says Ajax. Where's the ban button? Where's the ban button? You go wash your mouth out with soap. How rude. Didn't your mama ever tell you teach you manners? US Mags, the rage in the early 70s. Well, I wasn't around back then. I couldn't tell you. Oh, interesting, right? Talking about age. Interesting story, right? I told you guys in Discord, there's a gentleman that is having a 100th, I guess is the way to say it. I don't know, 100th birthday. And since I have this gig with the VA hospital, apparently I don't remember what they had said. The outreach and the PR for the hospital had said. But there's like some secretary. I don't think it's the Secretary of Defense. But apparently, like the secretary of like the whole VA healthcare system, I think is who it is. But he sends out a letter and a coin to the veteran that basically reached 100 years old. So anyways, it's kind of like a big deal with the VA healthcare system. And so I'm writing this speech for the hospital director. I'm writing his speech essentially for the for this gentleman's birthday. And yeah, like it's just interesting to kind of go through some of his history. And he is a World War II veteran. So yeah, it's very interesting to go through like somebody's kind of personal history, if you will. It's not like anything like too personable, right? Like it's not like anything crazy, but it's just kind of like about him, who he was. One of his grandsons, and I thought this was actually really cool. So where we're getting the information about this gentleman, the VA hospital, is his grandson wrote, I want to say it's kind of like a biography or whatever. I don't know the differences in the writing stuff, kind of terms and all that jazz. But his son or his grandson had sat with his grandpa, right, going through a bunch of old photos. So in the book, he writes, hey, it's a book for his family, right? Not necessarily for anybody in particular, just other than the family. So he writes in the back of the book, hey, I was going through a bunch of old photos with grandpa. My intent was just to get a copy of all these photos and, have them for the entire family. But with all the stories that grandpa told, I decided to do this project. So he does this project where he has some pictures and he actually kind of wrote down or typed up and kind of wrote this book of like some of his grandpa's stories. And I was like, this is cool. That's cool. That's awesome. So yeah, they're throwing this gentleman a birthday party. I've read like this book, which kind of went through a lot of his history. There's one thing, there's kind of like a major, I guess you could say, key point that was missing out of it. So he writes like, hey, he was born here at this time. His mom and his dad were these people. He grew up here. And then it goes on into like his military career, and that's probably where the most detail was for this writing. And and then it goes into like kind of like the life after the military, and it talks about some of his struggles essentially after the military. So the gentleman was in service for like just like kind of like the single contract, a 4-year contract, if you will. I'm gonna grab some concrete. So the gentleman was in service for his 4-year contract and then got out. Oh, I have concrete. And it kind of explains some of his, after his contract, some of his life, some of his difficulties that he went through. Basically, he got into a car accident, and back then, the cars didn't have like great safety features. So yeah, he was in a really bad car accident, broke a bunch of bones, but like kind of continued on. It's really interesting. Really is interesting. But what's missing out of it essentially is like who this gentleman is today. Right. So I'm like, okay, so this is cool. All this has happened, but like, there's not really a lot of information about him, in the last 30 years. Right. Other than that, he's been living here. Right. And the reason why he lived here, he used to live somewhere else, on his own, or not on his own, but with his wife. But then they moved here, and there's not like a lot of information as to, I guess, essentially why, or, what's been going on, kind of a thing. So it's just, I want to try to get an interview with this guy, and I think that might be really cool. But I called the wife because the wife's dealt with elderly people in her job. And I'm like, what do you ask somebody that's 100 years old? What do you say to somebody that's 100 years old? Like, I don't know. I've never talked to anybody that's 100 years old, right? Or has even been close to that age, I don't think. Right? And like try to sit down and have a conversation with somebody. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, I guess nervous about it, because I'm like, what would you say? what could you say to somebody that's reached that milestone of their life? Anyways, the wife has basically just said, like, just ask him, like, what do you think is the key to your success for still being here? So, and that's what the wife basically said was a good question to ask, I suppose. And I'm like, okay. Okay. But I got to see if I can set up an interview tomorrow when I get to work. I will definitely have to see about trying to figure out if I can have an interview. Maybe not necessarily with the gentleman, because I think the people, the family of this veteran, they want to try to throw like a surprise birthday party with the VA. So that way it's like, you know, hey, the guy's coming in for a doctor's appointment and then his family's throwing a surprise party for him. Like, the wife was like, dang, they're trying to give the man a heart attack, huh? And I was like, well, you know, at least he'll be at the hospital. So worst case scenario is, you know, he gets taken care of, right? Let's see. The worst car I ever had is a Plymouth Duster. Yeah, ancient veteran. As a genealogy nut, I find that stuff interesting, says B. At that age, most of their friends, neighbors, schoolmates, and family are gone. Yeah, he had a daughter at, I think her age, it didn't say the age in the book. I had to kind of, I had to do the math because there was information on like dates or years or whatever. He had a daughter get in a real bad car accident at, I want to say it was at 19, passed away. So he had 3 kids, 3 daughters. One passed away, I think, at the age of 19 is what I kind of figured, from a bad car accident. So yeah, no, you're right, B. I get a lot of people, you know, at that age, essentially, they're a lot of their friends, families, and relatives. Friends, families, relatives, yeah. People they've known is gone. Schoolmates, yep. Yep. I do find it interesting though too. Like people's, like, I find history interesting. I just don't care, I guess, about it. like it's not that I don't care about it. It's important. Again, as I've said before, I do care. I don't find it that interesting, I guess. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. I don't really find it that interesting. Like, it's interesting, but it's like, that's kind of cool, and then that's it. That's about the extent of my interest to it. Like, that's cool. Or that's interesting. That's about the extent to my interest of it, I guess. It doesn't bore me like Rotten was saying. That's for sure. Right? But yeah. not that, I guess, huge of an interest. Even at my age, I'm seeing a lot of passings. I'm sorry, B. I feel like it right now where I'm at, it's like it goes in waves. Me and the wife, you know, we went to high school together, so we see things, and things have happened to friends of ours and stuff like that, and then it and then sometimes it seems like I said, it happens in waves. Like, next thing I know, oh, so did you hear so and so passed away? And I was like, what? And then, did you hear so and so? What? And it just seems to happen in waves. And then you don't hear anything for a while. You know, the wife and I would say we haven't heard anything, or at least I haven't heard anything about anyone particularly in a while that I knew. So Yeah, my grandfather outlived all of his friends by 20 years. It's a hard part of the really old. Well, this gentleman seemed, from what I was told, is he's in good health. Like, I don't think he's in a wheelchair. At 100 years old, he's not in a wheelchair. You know, and to put that into context with some of the with his car accident that he was in, it's like that's pretty amazing. I saw it as soon as I walked off that I was gonna fall. I was like, I think that's pretty amazing. They showed. I've seen some pictures, and I mean, granted, pictures are pictures. It's not full defining of what this gentleman is going on, are going through or dealing with. But some of the pictures that they showed me, he's not. There's no like wheelchair present, and he's standing with relatives and stuff like that. So I was like, this is cool. At least he seems happy in these photos. That was one thing that the wife did say, is that sometimes when they get to this age, she says she's had, because I asked her, like who she's, I guess, talked to, if she's ever talked to anybody that was, older. And she was telling me that some people that have lived that long or is living that long, it's because they have a purpose. They have a reason for it. And so that's what keeps them going. Essentially. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, that's interesting. Like, I find that stuff interesting. I've discovered too that it seems the passage of time really does speed up the older you get. Doesn't sense like a decade with my mom. Yeah. Well, B's gonna be here for another 40 years. Ron's gonna be here for another 40 years. I don't care what he says. Rotten's expressed some of his problems, that he's had, and I'm like, he's like, I'm not gonna live very long, dude. And I'm like, don't say that. I was like, as much as that may or may not be true, Rotten, I said, I still like you. I think you're an awesome friend, and I hope you don't go anywhere. So stop saying that. There's a far better place to be. You don't want to be here for another 40 years. There's a far better place to be. This plane of existence isn't that bad. Try to bring some light to everybody's lives. I do. At least I hope I do. Have fun and enjoy life. Sure, you would agree, B, that life is short. Except for maybe the guy that's turning 100. But maybe he thinks it's short, Maybe he's like, you know what, life is short. That's why he's still going. Ajax with the hearts. Well, Ajax definitely ain't going anywhere for anytime soon. He's only like 15. But it's crazy though too sometimes when I'm sitting here thinking about like how old this gentleman is and then how old I am and what he's seen, experienced compared to my minuscule adventure of life. That looks like the gray wool. Yep, gray wool. Right there. And right there. If I could find that fountain of youth, I could change my mind, but this body has enough aches and pains. Am I sounding old yet? I have aches and pains. No. You're sounding about my age. Life is short, even for the guy turning 100. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, you know, maybe that's why he still pushes forward, you know? The world may never know. Unless you ask. I think that's white down there. Looks like it. Or not white, but gray. It looks kind of white, though, from this angle. Yeah, that's gray. Gray. All the way across. Right there, is it? Yep. I don't like doing it this way. It's so hard to see things. And it hurts my face. Like my eyes, not my face, but it hurts my face. It hurts. It really does like hurt my, like, going through this right here. That really does like mess with me a bit. I usually try to, like, you see how I got the dirt out right here? I usually try to get the scaffolding to do this side. That's what I had all these like platforms for, is to try to get these sides done. Because this is so difficult to see.
My glasses.
Oh my goodness. Really? Who did that one? Ajax? Oh my goodness. Before stream ends, I suppose. Is that why? Baby bee. Buzz, 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 buzz. Baby bee. Buzz, 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 buzz. This would help. I don't know if that helps. Set a timer for 5 minutes. No, it's like the adjustment. It's like I gotta get my eyes to adjust. Yeah, this is definitely not helpful. Not helpful in any kind of way. Okay, I think I got dark oak planks right here below me. At my feet. Right there. And then I have the red concrete. But I think I need to get the gray wool. Like, this is so much harder. I think I'm going to move on to... Woo! No. No. My reaction is to look at chat first versus anything else. Who did that? Ajax. Always trying to mess with me. It's like I've had to retrain myself. Look at chat first and then get exploded. Yeah, one day that's gonna happen. I'm gonna look at chat and then I'm gonna blow up. that's what's gonna be the end result of that one. Thanks. For nothing. Always messing with me. Was it Pavlov's? Pavlov? Pavlov's dogs. Where it's like dogs get trained to do this, to like they salivate or something like that whenever the dog food comes. It's like a psychology experiment, essentially. If anybody else has heard that, I don't know. We had talked about it a couple weeks ago in class, and that's what just came to mind. Oh my goodness. If you're not sure what I'm talking about when it comes to the Pavlov's dogs, check it out. If you're interested in any kind of psychological like learning, I guess definitely check that out. Like psychology is interesting, but I don't know if I would ever do it as like a career. I've had people tell me I should be a psychologist, and I was like, nah, I'm too opinionated. Might tell people what to do. You're not supposed to tell people what to do as a psychologist. You're supposed to just tell them, like, so how does this make you feel? I really got to do this on the outside because I know some of these... Yeah, see, there's blocks in that I don't think I need these. Yeah, see, like this block is not needed right here. I don't need to necessarily place that block. I'm doing it anyways because it's there. Yeah, I need a... Yeah, let's see if I can... Let's see. It's like this whole side is like not done. Well, not the whole side, but this big side. I guess I didn't need to come out that far. Maybe right there's good. Alright, that should work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's the one that falls. Okay. And then that's when I go like this. And I'm like, yeah, I can keep going. And there's my timer. Sweet. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I'm telling you, that messes me up. I gotta like reorientate myself. Okay. That didn't play. Daddy Shark. Sound alerts are messed up again. Yeah, I have to refresh it every once in a while. I might just drop sound alerts completely. Maybe this summer when I have time to kind of work on some of the stream stuff. I might just take it off because the Mixer app works better. Well, but then again, the sound alerts can be used on mobile. So I don't know. Log in. And then refresh. And then it scared me. It just I wasn't expecting that. I was not I hit refresh. As soon as I hit refresh, it just like all of a sudden came back. I was like, whoa. Just make me go deaf, why don't you? Dang sound alerts. Oh man, that really messed me up. Oh man. Scaffolding. Sometimes a pain to use. I'm like, how many blocks am I away? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I go 1 or maybe 2 more. Nope, just 1. I've used so much scaffolding for this build, and I've lost a lot of scaffolding too. I definitely need to get that command block implemented on the server for the mob killing system. Just because I know like the items that get like the scaffolding that falls down in the water. Can cause issues. I tried to go down there and clean it up too, but I still miss some pieces. You found and killed a drown that was carrying an arrow? Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad, like, mobs that, you know, don't despawn. There was one thing that I was reading on somebody's, like, server advertisement kind of a thing. And what they do for the server side of things, or what they do as a server, is if a player dies, they get a graveyard, right? So it's like the graveyard add-on. They have ones that are outside of the marketplace too, by the way, so we don't have to go with the marketplace ones and pay for it. I don't think I could put the marketplace add-ons on a dedicated server, anyways, because I've tried doing maps on a server, like the Dan Robs map that Duke and I were playing. I tried putting that on the server just to see if it would work, and it doesn't. Uh-oh. Don't fall out of the world. But I figured it could potentially maybe be an idea if this problem, if it becomes a bigger problem, right? Where we could probably do something like that. And then just have like an item kill system. To where like random items that get just left laying around get deleted. You don't want your items to get deleted, don't just leave it laying around. Potentially and possibly, I don't know. That's just an idea that I don't necessarily plan on implementing. But it was just a thought that kind of came across my mind whenever I saw on this server that that's what they used. And that was the reason why they used it. But so that way, like, because they have... I don't know if you've been on any other kind of like external servers, like big servers where a lot of people play, but they have usually like think about it like having a command block on a timer that we'll just say 5 minutes, ground items get deleted. And like there's a warning that usually pops up in game chat that says, hey, ground items are going to be deleted, so don't drop anything, kind of an idea. But because they have that implemented, they also have graveyards or gravestones, whatever you want to call them. Not graveyards, but the grave markers that hold on to your items for you whenever you die. It's just an interesting thing. Creeper killed me in my cove shelter yesterday. The creeper almost killed me today in the in this on top of that balloon. All right, let me I'm gonna start cleaning some things up here. Inventory as well. Getting to be about that time. Is Dadcraft on? Definitely give Dadcraft the raid. Messy, messy, messy. These items just chilling about. Momentarily AFK just got back in time to get my stuff. 'Too early for Dadcraft. Leroy Jenkins is playing bingo. Oh, I did start early too. That's right. Leroy Jenkins. I don't know if I've ever hung out in his streams. Leroy's. Oh, let me actually... This stuff I usually put up there. Like for that build up here, you know. They made a pretty good amount of progress on this. Doom, doom, doom. Let me just dump all of that out. And of course, I'll be looking and scurrying for it all later. Like, where did I put all this stuff? That's why I have these chests here, though. These are usually my designated dump chests. I'm going to take off this pack. I want to kind of take a look at things without the add-on, without the thing. I do actually should delete these. So Skull Farm, activate. I hate that I have to do it like this, because it's the only time it shows a little check mark, and then I can delete it. And then I just don't want to delete. This is already on the server. And yeah, I have all these two. I think that's an old one anyways. I don't know what I had that for. Mike's tree. I got so many of these. Rotten's Island. Okay. I got so many of those packs. Always family friendly, pretty chill. Okay. Find out what's new. Follow us on Twitter. There's a big hole in it. Ajax's build is definitely coming along too. Yeah, so it's like the sides really kind of need to be done. This whole corner piece needs to be done. Did the top. It's covered now. The sheep are definitely covered now. Might have to work on, and this corner needs to be done over here too. Definitely getting there. I'm gonna have to light up the inside too, where the sheep are and stuff, now that there's like coverage. Well, I guess maybe not these sheep. I missed this corner over here. I'll have to work on that corner. But yeah, there's a lot more coverage now. So the sheep aren't completely covered, but they are decently covered now. And yeah, making progress. Making progress. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool. I think it looks good. It'll look a lot better once it's done. Flying that direction. Really? Did Rotten really? Did he really do that? He's so rude. He's just mad because I didn't want to give him this space. He's just mad. Don't be mad. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I will work on that too as well. But it being so far away from everything, I don't know if I'm going to necessarily worry about too much of what's going on up there. But I might have to, essentially, just because if I want to AFK like the sheep, since my sheep had like died, might have to like work on some of the carpeting. But I really want to get the blimp like kind of done, I suppose. Maybe what I could do instead, since my sheep did take damage somehow, is maybe move them over here so Rotten stops giving me grief. I should probably actually do that. Maybe we'll do that Sunday. I'll work on taking all of that down. Did he really ruin my temple over here? Just for the... No, okay, I thought I saw a big chunk out of it. I was like, don't ruin my temple. Well, I might actually move the farming stuff. The farms. Maybe I'll just move it over here. Do that Sunday. Move it over here so that way Rotten stops giving me grief about this big area being empty. I still, oh man. Doing a stackable iron farm is a lot of work. I kind of still want to do it too, though. Like maybe do, I don't know. I don't know how I would do it though. I don't know how I would make it like integrated into the build, like into a build though. That would be the main idea, would be to do the stackable iron farm and have, I don't know, they would all be really close together. So it would have to be, I don't know. I definitely want to do a stackable iron farm though. I think it would be really cool to have something that produces a lot of iron. And I could put Polly and Ajax. I guess because you guys are the ones that are doing the iron, right? You could put you guys in out of business. Yeah, probably not doing it over here is probably not a good idea. But I did want to do it just as like a test, but it just might be hard to. actually implement it because like you're saying, like it's just a high traffic area, right? It just, and then also it's not going to work with the builds. Whose is this? Dried kelp bread, cookies, baked potato. I don't know whose build is this. It's interesting. It's not yours, is it? B? No, you got your cart over there still. Oh, crash! I crashed. No. Oh. Yeah. I crashed. Sure, I'm okay with bring put. What? Bussin'? Oh, being put out of business. Ajax, I think it's time for you to go to bed too. Just saying. I'm like, what? Buzz nerd? What are you talking about? You're starting to sound like Nope. That's what I thought that was. That's what I was. That's what I thought I was trying to say. Buzz nerd. What? You're okay with buzz nerds? I don't understand. All right. Let's do the raid. Let me just check and make sure I'm not gonna die as soon as I log in. That would be bad to come back to on Sunday, where I'm just like, oh no, I died. I might die actually now. Well, I do have my totem, so it might be okay. Okay, I'm okay. It's okay. I'm okay. 3 stacks per diamond. Yeah, you guys don't sell blocks. Blocks aren't being sold. Blocks aren't 3 stacks per diamond. You guys are selling it for the same price? Okay. Supply and demand, I suppose. All right, let's go ahead. We'll do the end credits. And Dadcraft, you said, is not on yet, right? Leroy. Dadcraft is showing online. Okay, so Rotten reset for 11. Nice. Ajax. B Silver B. Dottie. Did I say Honda plays? Jacqueline Juliana. MLG. Nope. Rotten. Savage Scrub. Teenage and Verse Raccoon was here hanging out. Appreciate you guys chilling. Where's my chat? Where's my Twitch chat? It's like gone. Off of my stream manager. There we go. Found it. /raid. It just showed up. Yeah, no worries. Polly couldn't keep up for her, so I was trying to help him out. Oh, so like with stock? Nice. Hey, take it where you can get it. Anyways, thank you guys all for hanging out today. I do appreciate it. We'll catch you on Sunday. No stream.
On Friday.
No stream on Friday. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Have a good night. B, Ajax, get the rest. And we'll catch you guys all on Sunday.